I do want to, guys, I want to jump right into it. We have a lot of information coming the way of the Oblivion remake that is expected to now be announced possibly in the next couple of weeks and be released as soon as June. Now, this is a full-on Unreal Engine 5 remake, not a remaster, a remake from the ground up. And we got some information. Now, look, I have a story pulled from VGC.com. I will be using that for context, but Pirate Nation or Pratt Nation on Twitter has a breakdown, and because it's so tightly put together and it's easy for conversation purposes, I'm going to use this and then of course refer to the article. But here's what we got, folks. According to Pratt Nation, it's called the Oblivion Anniversary Remake. That is what the title of this is. It is the Anniversary Edition. The announcement, according to this leak, is coming. Check this out, folks. April 20th. I mean, they even down to the date they got this thing we're talking about. And of course, the release date on this leak is June. Now, this is some more information that comes the way of leakers on Discord. So please, this is not a stake in the ground confirmation. This is what is rumored. Take it with a grain of salt. See Money, check this out. It says the full remake on Unreal Engine 5 while running on the Creation engine. So somehow they were able to combine them, is insane.
That was my question.
Well, it continues. It's more fluid, like Skyrim, rather than Starfield or Fallout, but looks better than both. Graphics are being compared. Check this out, see. It's being compared to what Konami did with Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta. And those graphics look sweet AF. So that is really high praise for something that we have not seen yet. But it continues. Some of the original cut content, we've talked about this for Gears of War, the trilogy. Originally, it was rumored that they were going to add some of the cutting room floors, and that happens in film as well. Well, the Oblivion Anniversary remake is going to have cut content, and it's going to be restored and added to the game. Every expansion and every piece of DLC originally released for Oblivion will be added. Now, it says here, and again, take this with a grain of salt, it's priced at $79.99. There are no pre-order bonuses, and this $80 edition is the deluxe edition that includes an art book, soundtrack, and 2 sets of Morrowind and Skyrim armor sets that are inspired by those games. This is the last part. I saw some people kind of getting upset about this, and I would say, you know what? Go rock in the corner. We shouldn't even have this game, and we got it, so stop complaining. According to this leak, there is no mod support planned due to the Unreal Engine 5 complications. And I saw some people running with that as being such a negative. I'm going to tell you this right now, folks, and I'm not insulting anybody personally. If that is your complaint, if that is what you're running with, you need to stop playing video games, because that is not a big deal. We're getting a game that is literally 3 generations old and is going to be redone with modern controls. That is exciting. If you're not excited for it, maybe you are not really a gamer. I'll say that. But see, Money, I got to go to you. This is some amazing information. I know that you love Oblivion. Let's talk about it.
I mean, obviously, we have had these rumors in the past, and it's obviously the thing is that this is not a rumor, right? Like, just to be clear, like if somebody might be coming in here and thinking, they're just no. Bethesda themselves had this game listed on the games that they were making. This is what took place when Xbox bought them. This was already cooking. This game was supposed to be released in 2022. But Xbox, being Xbox, probably gave them all the time in the world to let them cook. It was probably going to be an Unreal Engine 4 game. And they said, why are you going to release an Unreal Engine 4 game let's go ahead and make it a game that's actually going to last. Like if they would have released it, it would have already been outdated immediately when Unreal Engine 5 came out. Now they let them cook. They gave them more time than all the other games on that list, because that list, every game that released that had a release date was 2 years later. This is the only one that's breaking the mold and will now be 3 years later. So they, well, actually, technically, Starfield. I think Starfield got the extra bump too at the last second. And we all saw how that turned out, right? It was amazing. Um, so this is not a rumor. This is the reality of what's happening. The rumor are the details that we don't necessarily have 100%. We just get them from these rumors, right? So the Unreal Engine 5, I doubted it for so long because I was like, how are they going to lead the like everything that the creation engine does is what makes this game possible. So they must have just been able to separate like the graphics layer and created some sort of, plug-in or something to the creation engine that would just allow Unreal Engine 5 to kind of plug in and work there. So that's dope. That kind of solves the riddle for me, which is exciting because that's going to be a big deal. But the fact that it's going to have everything in it, the fact that they're taking stuff that was cut and bringing it in, that's phenomenal. Like you're getting like the ultimate Oblivion experience, everything wrapped in one shot. Like remember, it's different when you're playing a game and then you stop and then an expansion comes out. When your first playthrough is being able to kind of go through and just experience all of it as you want, that's going to be a huge difference, man. And I did see that screenshot, Boom, that you sent me. And if that's legit,
yo, it's mind blowing, right? Like,
come
what?
on, man. Come on, man. Like, if that's real, goddamn. It kind of looks like, it kind of almost like, see, this is the thing, yo. These studios are crazy. Like, they're so smart. Microsoft got in and is like, yo, you're making Elder Scrolls 6, right? Cool. We need you to start getting familiar with the idea of making something that's going to look amazing. It's a great way to get their tools up to date because even though Creation Engine is what it originally ran on, they still have to update that shit to work on next gen properly, right? Like there's not just just slide it over, right? Like you got to go ahead and make it, take advantage of whatever's in there. So that's so dope that it's happening. I'm very excited. And the mod support thing, come on, man, this is the same thing as like for me personally, the thing with Gears of War trilogy and no multiplayer, right? It's like you got to understand, like these are not games that they're looking to support long term.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? These are games that they use to kind of just get custom or used to the idea of putting something on next gen, on but has great impact to the community because you haven't had the trilogy of Gears of War remade looking beautiful. There are people who never played Gears of War at all who are going to be introduced for the first time with the best trilogy of it, right? Like the one that we all grew up loving, that made us fans. That's what is going to be out there. Oblivion's in the same boat, man. People don't know about Oblivion, like younger people. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's looking back. Yeah, you're not young, bro.
But he's not an RPG guy. We found that out today. We'll get further into it, but
all right. But well, we do know a little bit because he went ahead and was saying how he played Avowed a little bit, but he never really kind of got into it too much. But either way, like there's a lot of people who are not used to this. They're not putting out Oblivion to start a new, hey, I want you to play this shit forever. Let's get that mod support going and all this shit. Like, no. Okay, no. They're putting it out as a contained product. They're not going to put mod support because they don't want people constantly going into this world and tweaking with it. They're just going to want that to come out, get you excited for their next game. If you want to do your mod support, go play Skyrim. You can mod whatever you want.
Oblivion.
Go play Starfield.
That's the thing. They have something called Sky Oblivion that is a mod made with both games and the way it works in this mod. That's the thing that's bugged out to me is why is the first thing someone has to do in this community is complain about the negative. Folks, let's be clear here. Oblivion is by far one of the best RPGs ever made. And now you are getting that original Xbox 360 launch title as a game that you can play that is not a remaster, it is a remake, going from the creation engine 150 years ago to what is expected to be a sourced, full-fledged creation engine using Unreal Engine 5. Now, is it 5.3? I don't know. We'll know soon enough when it's announced, but that's a really big deal. I said this before and I'll say it again. This game, the same thing with the Gears of War trilogy, they shouldn't even exist, and they somehow are going to be released. How could that be a complaint? I have no idea, but it's ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. I would have never put that on. Like, if we didn't see it, on that list from Bethesda themselves, I would have had a hard time
Believing it.
like believing the rumor. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, that's a pretty old game. Like, it would be dope, but I don't necessarily think that that's the case. But the fact that this is not a rumor, this is factually 100% been confirmed to be happening. It's just the details that are the rumors, right? It's exactly how it's going to play out, whether it's Unreal Engine 5 or, we might all get, fooled in its creation engine 2 and they ported it to the, Starfield engine. We don't fucking know. But based off of what we've been hearing, it's been pretty consistent that people keep bringing up Unreal Engine 5. So, we'll see, man, but I'm really, really pumped for it. This is exciting times, man. We have so much. It's crazy. Like, if it comes out in April, understand that you have South of Midnight,
Yep,
Oblivion, and Expedition 33.
Yeah. And
Like,
again,
that's crazy.
the rumor is that it's going to be announced next month and that it's going to release in June. So, we
announced next month.
Announced next month. Yeah.
Okay. I missed that idea.
Because
Okay.
again, if it was coming out next month, it'd be ridiculous. Yeah. If you would,
I wish it wasn't 420, because then it makes me feel like it's not the right day. You know what I'm saying? On 420, I just feel like it makes me feel like that's not legit.
Like they're pulling your leg. Yeah, no, I mean, listen, yeah. Who knows? But look,
like, you're gonna be high when this happens.
I hope
cool.
not. I won't be, because I don't even drink beer. So there you go. There's that.